Protesting the president near Mar-a-Lago, demonstrators are demanding that President Trump release his tax returns.
Hundreds of people also came together in Washington, D.C. to make those same demands. It was peaceful there.
But that wasn't the case everywhere else. At least 14 people were arrested in Berkeley, California after protests there turned violent.
Marches were held from Chicago and Los Angeles to right here at home. Nearly 150 cities participating.
The president holds the dubious honor of being the first U.S. president to refuse to release his full tax returns. Let's get over to Local 10 News reporter Terrell Forday. He's live near Mar-a-Lago, where the president is spending the Easter holiday weekend. Terrell.
Yeah, and it is safe to say that the president is well aware of these protests underway all across the country. One of those demonstrations happened and ended right in front of the Mar-a-Lago estates here in Palm Beach County. And as you mentioned, most of these protests have been relatively calm, except for that incident in Berkeley, California, that left several people injured.
You're cheering for me. Isn't this weird?
It's not the real President Trump, but a presidential impersonator leading a protest right on the steps of the Capitol building in Washington.
Release the taxes. There we go. There we go. Releasing the taxes.
The movement here is part of a nationwide tax march aimed at encouraging the president to release his tax returns. The fact that it's happening on April 15th is no coincidence, as protests coincide with the looming deadline to file personal taxes.
We the people, we demand. We the people, we demand. Put those taxes in our hand.
In California, the message is the same. Large crowds holding colorful signs. The people here in attendance believe the president's tax returns could shed light into his business dealings, financial ties, and possible conflicts of interest. From New York City to Illinois, protesters held marches, and in Palm Beach County, a 3.5-mile march ended right in front of the Mar-a-Lago estates, where the president is staying this weekend.
No more secrets, no more lies.
And the motorcade carrying President Trump and those protesters here at Mar-a-Lago did not cross paths today. Meanwhile, we know that the president is expected to stay here at least through Sunday. In fact, he is scheduled to attend an Easter Mass early tomorrow morning, and it is the same church where he was married to Melania about 12 years ago. We are live outside of the Mar-a-Lago estates in Palm Beach County. I'm Terrell Fornay, Local 10 News.
And Terrell, South Florida also taking part in the tax march. Nearly 200 protesters gathering outside the Trump Hollywood condos this morning. At the rally hosted by the Broward Democratic Party, many holding up signs calling on the president to show the American people his taxes, questioning what he has to hide.
We demand accountability in our government. We demand to know if there are conflicts of interest and for them to be taken care of. And every day there is a new person or a rumor about collusion with the Russian government. And all of this could be cleared up if Donald Trump would just release his taxes.
Well, these protesters also held up signs saying "We do care," refuting the president's claim that Americans don't care about his tax returns.
Now to Miami, where demonstrators called for the president to release his tax returns. A crowd protested outside the Claude Pepper Federal Building in downtown Miami. The group held up signs, including one that called into question the president's trust among American voters.
We don't get a chance to not vote for him for 3.5 years. And so we are expressing our profound frustration and disgust with his actions or his inactions.
A White House petition demanding that the president release his tax returns has received more than 1 million signatures, but so far the administration has not signaled that the president plans to release any of his returns anytime soon.